Good morning, it's Helen here. Um, this recording is me being a little bit lazy because I haven't got time to write what I'm going to talk to you about. So, the title of this recording is My False Starts on the Writing Front. So, the first one was going to be about the journey Sam and Sharma took to Dachau. But I have discovered that the subject matter is far too raw for me to spend a short amount of time on. So I've moved on to my next idea, which is an old idea that first came to me in my mid-50s, I would say, when I had a couple of friends called Sandra and Joyce. And we decided, the three of us, that we were going to write a blockbuster and make lots of money. And, it was a hoot. We did it over glasses of wine, as you might imagine. And we called it, or rather I called it, Testament. And it was about the three of us, or characters like us, forming a private investigation team and finding things out for people and helping them get on with their life. We had a meeting, the three of us, and decided that this would be a good wheeze, and Joyce decided that she would pose as a character wanting Testament's, the agency's help, and she'd write us a letter, and that set us off on a path to try and solve the contents of the letter for this supposed client. And I really got involved in it. And before I knew what was what, I was putting post-it stickers around my room to help the plot line. And I got about even 20 characters all marshalled ready. But unfortunately, because I was so fast off the mark, this put the nose out of Joyce's nose out of joint, and she didn't like it. And after a while, it sort of withered on the bone, this idea, because I didn't want to upset Joyce, and she wouldn't hurry up and be quick about forming the next part of the chapter, if you see what I mean. I took to thinking about John Irving, the American author, who did post-its around his room showing a timeline for his plots. And I did that, and she did not like that. So, unfortunately, that was another false start. Now, the third one that I'm thinking about at the moment is something that I'm calling Changing Times for My Village. And it's mostly triggered by the impending closure of the former Working Man's Club, aka Social Club now, in July this year, and how if all the people who use the club and their lives and how they're going to be affected, because we had 4 pubs as well, and in the village, but now we've only got 3. So times are indeed changing on that front, and I think I could make a fairly good hash of that, but I haven't started that yet. And then lastly, an old theme for me was to try and help my brother-in-law, Brian, to write memoirs. He had TB when he was a kid, and he went to an isolation hospital, and then he did all sorts of other things once he was recovered, so to speak. And there were plenty of tales and little snippets of his life through his school years into his teens, and as a working for an engineering firm, and then he was a painter and decorator, and then he was a teacher, and he ended up with having a house in the south of France, which we were renovating with him. So he's got quite a good, lively life, and he's 89 now, and he keeps threatening to write these things. And I say to him, well, get on with it, and I'll record you, or I'll help you write them, or we can do question and answer things together. But somehow we've never really got started. So those are my 4 ideas currently. Of course, I've lots of other ideas, but whether I'll ever get on with it is another matter.